On and welcome into Uncle Steve's Lounge on this victorious Sunday as the Atlanta Falcons down the Houston Texans, and all is good in Whoville because Desmond came to play. Let's talk about it. Yes. Atlanta Falcons pull out the victory in the last second. Another Young Wei Koo production and put the cherry on top of the Sunday as the Atlanta Falcons come back to defeat the Houston Texans in the Benz today, 21-19. Hello, I am your host, Uncle Steve. Welcome into Uncle Steve's Lounge. And thank you all joining us also in the Atlanta Bird Gang on Facebook. Appreciate everyone. This is so awesome to talk about a victory, which it seems like, I don't know. I know it's been a while. These 2 weeks just seem like they lasted forever. I mean, it seemed like it was a month and a half ago that we were 2-0, just beat Green Bay, feeling good, smelling ourselves, thinking everything was just fine. Sky wasn't falling. Then all of a sudden, all it took was a couple of losses to bring us back to life and back to reality, as Soul to Soul said. Younger people, look it up. But today, great showing from the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta Falcons come back, win the game, 21-19, as I said before. Great showing from the defense today. Great showing from Kyle Pitts and Drake London. But I must give the biggest kudos to the man under the hottest fire, the man with the magnifying glass going over every aspect of his game. Yes, Desmond Ridder. Desmond Ridder came to play today, and even if some of the early offensive woes didn't exactly pan out into points earlier, which we had plenty of times to score in the first half, there was a stark difference in what was going on with Desmond today. I don't know whether he was more loose. I don't know whether he just dug into the playbook, or I just don't know. Maybe he was just a lot more confident today. But it was obvious there was something different. It's obvious that he came to play, and by far today, he was the best player on the field. 28 for 37, 329 yards, 1 touchdown passing, 1 touchdown running. Yeah. I mean, what do you say after a performance like that? When you're coming off of, I mean, he'll probably tell you himself, a putrid, demoralizing effort in London last week. He bounces back and plays like he's supposed to. You know? I know You'll probably hear some folks that want apologies from everyone about their criticism of Desmond Ridder. Not getting it from here. That's how you're supposed to play. If you're assigned to be the starting quarterback of an NFL team, that's how you're supposed to play. This is the effort we're looking for a starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons. And he gave it to us today. And a hearty hand clap to him for that. Great job. Outstanding job. As a matter of fact, when C.J. Stroud threw the touchdown to Schultz, there was something in me for the first time since Desmond Ridder has been here. There was something in me saying, I don't care about the other games. This game right here, he's going to march us right down. And he marched us right down. Kudos to him. I don't know whether he shook it off. I don't know whether he went to the boogeyman. I don't know whether he went to the altar and prayed for divine intervention. I don't know whatever happened. I'm glad it happened and it worked. Great numbers from him. 28-37 again, 329 yards, 1 touchdown passing, 1 touchdown running. Great day for Kyle Pitts. 7 catches, 87 yards. Clearly a connection was established today between he and Kyle Pitts. Between Desmond Ridder and Kyle Pitts. Drake London came to play today. 6 catches, 78 yards. Big catch on that last drive, leading up to the game-winning field goal. Just some good stuff, man. Stuff that I think the Atlanta Falcons fans wanted to see. And even though I don't want to harp on the past because we did good today, so I don't want to go back and relive too much, but I will say, even different from the Green Bay game. In the Green Bay game, it was kind of not a very good start, not very good play at the first 3 quarters. And then he showed up in the 4th quarter. This game, Desmond had a solid game. And had we not come out on top, though, I would not have been happy. Tonight would not have been a night I would be coming in here on the Desmond Ridder rant. So today, we celebrate the win. And we talk about our Atlanta Falcons at a 3-2 record. Latest we've been over 500 since 2017. Awesome. Let's keep it going. Let's try to beat a struggling Washington Commanders team. We just got embarrassed by the Chicago Bears. Let's see if we can keep that up. But let's talk about today, folks. Let's see what's on your mind. We'll run right in here to the chat, see what everyone's talking about. Thank you for joining us here on Uncle Steve's Lounge and in Atlanta Bird Gang. As we go on, please, as you're coming in, please make sure you like the video, whether you're on YouTube or whether you're on Facebook in the Atlanta Bird Gang. Put a like to the video. Let us know that you enjoy what's going on out here. Hit right to the chat. Atlanta Skate Man's in the house. What's good, Uncle Steve? I know what's good. The Atlanta Falcons today. How about that defense? Well, I want to hear from y'all. Listen to y'all talk about it. Marina says, how about number 9, Unc? He stepped up today. Not beautiful, but he's showing progress. And yeah, Marina, that's all we ask. Nobody's asking him to be, a Super Bowl champion today. But that effort today deserves kudos. And when you deserve it, we will give you kudos. You don't just get kudos because you happen to start in the NFL. Anybody can do that. Today, Desmond Ridder showed up and showed out. John Higgins in the house. What's up, Uncle Steve? What's happening? I saw you over on Smitty. Yes, I was over there with Smitty and Tidy as they did their post-game show. Say, I'll be with you when you come on. I guess he must have done this earlier. Great win. Looks like Arthur Smith got some butts in practice this week in practice and the film room. When you're not doing your job as a coaching staff, you must get in your guys' butts or you will be on the sidelines with me. That's right. And me. And stay away from the Gatorade. Hey, listen, give the coaching staff credit, but also give the players credit. They know that was embarrassing this past week. They know that. And they didn't want to relive that. So give the players a lot of credit for being able to turn that frown upside down from last week to this week. The Dixon Way, Larry in the house. The Dixon Way, y'all check him out. Live Reaction Sports, Atlanta, local. Hopefully he can give us some good luck with those Braves tomorrow. They took it on the chin. I still think they're in good shape. Arthur and Dez get all the flowers today with the defense. Total team effort. Yes, it was. Very much total team effort all the way to the end. All the way. David Starks, again, another one, said, must give Ridder his due today. He was outstanding. Of course. This is not going to be we're still going to, like the folks who support him through thick and thin want you to give him love when he's not doing well. No. Today, he gets all the love. Absolutely does. And the team. And Arthur Smith. Creativity. Nice little pass from Drake London. Absolutely. Shaka Zulu's here and said, what it do, up? Got the win. That's all that's important. Matt Town Dirty echoing the same thing. What's up, Matt Town? Sunny days. Absolutely. JJ the Great, what's going on, JJ? Yes, sir. Victory, victory, victory. My brother Greg at Custom Kicks. Brother, I just took your shoes off. Again, if y'all want some nice custom shoes made from you, from one of our own in the Atlanta Bird Gang group. I don't know if you can see that nice detail in there. My brother Greg will hook you up. Greg Custom Kicks. Greg, thank you so much for the chat. Yeah. Whoa, jam. Jam. Greg, jam for me, yeah. Yeah. What's up, Unc? Good job by Ridder blocking out the outside noise and going to the film room and correcting his mistakes like a maturing quarterback shooter. That's right. Facebook user said, what's good, Uncle Steve? It's always great when we're talking on the winning side of things. Great to hear some content from your page. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And look, we'll be here good or bad, folks. Good or bad. We're going to talk about these Falcons. One way or the other, I'm just glad we're talking good. G's in the house. What's up, G? How you feeling today? Jalen Britt is here. Desmond made me eat crow today. But I'm wondering, why does he play so good at home, so terrible on the road? You know, Jalen, I'm not even going to go as far as eat crow. He'll make us eat crow. He played bad the last couple of weeks. He'll probably be the first one to tell you. Offensive line played bad. I'm sure they'll be the first one to tell you. No crow eating here. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do as the starter of an NFL team. Every week, will it be 325? No. Every week, will you have a 111 rating? No. But he did enough to get us the win. That's what we're looking for. That one Falcon fan is in the house saying, oh, was late again. No, you're not late, brother. Just started. That one Falcon fan says, takeaways. Ridder had a solid game. Defense can be counted on to make stops. Ridder got active in the air and on the ground. Bijan is him. And you need to put that in capital letters. Him. BJ is him. That crazy catch behind his back and whatever he did to finagle that thing up front and got the know-it-all to fake old boy out of his shoes. He left a lot of ankles broke today. Pass rush is still non-existent and work in progress. Yeah, I was a little concerned about that. We gave a rookie quarterback way too much time. I think they respected his Athleticism, way too much to me. Facebook user says, I am there next week for the Commanders game. I just want to see consistency. Our defense has impressed me the whole year, and Desmond stepping up. Consistency is what we want as fans. I don't know how much plainer you can put it. So when you hear well, why y'all giving Desmond love this week? Because Desmond was good this week. To Facebook users' point, consistency. We got to see it every week. I would love to sit here and be able to, now listen, if you have 6 weeks and 5 of the weeks you're good and 1 down week, that's consistent. You have 1 bad week out of 6. I mean, Desmond has not had the greatest of games until today. And again, that 4th quarter against Green Bay. Let's hope now consistency sets in with him and the Atlanta Falcons. JJ says, Ridder shut me up today. I love what I saw from him. He looked real confident out there. I also love how they got Pitts involved. I'm sure Pitts loved how he got involved too. I mean, that's just what we've been looking for, folks. Just an opportunity to get everyone involved. I'm looking down here at the receivers today. He hit Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Jonnu Smith, Matt Collins, Keith Smith. That was a beautiful play from Keith Smith. Michael Pruitt, Bijan Robinson, Kadero Hodge, Scotty Miller, and Cordero Patterson, and Tyler Algier. So kudos not only to Ridder, but kudos to Coach Smith for finally getting the ball in some of his playmakers' hands. And when you do that, you get results. So good for him. Brother Coach Andre Davis is in the house. What's up, Unc? As critical of DR as I am, he definitely played a good game. But hey, a broke clock is right 2 times a day. But a great team win. Now let's do it to a top-tier team. I hear you 100%. Folks, somebody going to come away with that saying, oh, man, you just tripping. Why are you being hard? No, he's right. You got to do it consistently before we are ready to throw flowers all over you. I am extremely happy about today, and I am ready to give all the recognition that you deserve today. Desmond Ridder, Arthur Smith, and the rest of the Atlanta Falcons team. Now, let's do it on a regular basis. Now, let's put a few of these together, not 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, and put it together and see. He said, we're still not scoring enough, though, and that's a problem. And that is a huge problem because guess what? Coach is right. If we don't come alive in the 4th quarter, it'd almost be the same scenario as it was the last 2 games. Thank God they did wake up. Pasta Girls in the house. What's going on? That's we found a gem in Nate Lamont. Yeah. And never do we wish Troy Anderson, we wish him a speedy recovery and hope he can get back into the swing of things. But boy, oh boy, he's been playing well. 7 tackles today. Good job. Justin Swisher says, this is the team I expected. Need to see this play on the road. Yes, we do. That one I'm sorry, that's Coach Wright. That one Falcon fan says, I owe Ridder an apology. Proud of him. Let's do this again versus Washington. I'm telling y'all, hold these apologies off, y'all. I'm not giving an apology. What? That was he supposed to do. We're going to give apologies for something that he's supposed to do as a quarterback? Criticism of Desmond Ridder over the last couple of weeks is warranted. And I love my quarterback. I want Desmond Ridder to succeed. But if I tell him he's good when he's not good, how is that helping? And I'm sure coaches don't do that. Oh, Desmond, those 2 interceptions, yeah, But you know, that's great. No. Jimmy Wayne in the house. What's up, Jimmy? Say, I'm proud Ridder did well, but let's see this consistency every week. That's pretty much the narrative. Slim Fella, I just saw you a few minutes ago. Slim, what's going on, brother? Say, man, it felt good seeing the Falcons finally using the passing offense when the run-heavy offense doesn't work in 2023. Bijan is good, but he will not win you a game. But he will not win you a game. He will help maintain. I believe some of that, but he probably good enough to win the game too. That dude is special. Big Double A is here. What's going on, man? What's up? Great win, but I'm upset the way our center got put on his butt. Yeah, I know. We still got a lot of things to clean up, but it's good to be able to clean them up with a W as opposed to a L. And again, y'all make sure as y'all coming in, appreciate you. I see y'all coming into the Uncle Steve's Lounge. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button on YouTube. And if you haven't subscribed on YouTube, what you waiting on, man? What y'all waiting on? Subscribe to your unc's channel, man, so we can get this thing going out there, man. And then in Facebook, please like the video as well. We appreciate you. Ron Smith says, man, it feels good when we play in unison, but why can't we play like this every game, especially the away game? That's a mystery. JJ said, we be the 7th seed in the playoffs if the playoffs started right now. I don't mind talking about that. I know it's early. Cam's in the house. What's up, brother Cam? Say, hey, brother, good to see you too, my friend. And I know it's great to see you on a winning Sunday, especially, man. I hope everything is going well with you, my brother. You know what I mean. Justin says, watching other teams get 5 sacks a game. For us to be a playoff team, we got to figure out how to get sacks. Yeah, it was interesting to me that really the pressure was non-existent today. I don't know whether that means that was such a great Texans offensive line or what. But we did not get a big pass rush. Alan Mike is in the house. What's going on, my brother? So now Dez has to win on the road. True word. True word. Cousin James is here. What's up, cuz? Say hello. I am glad he finally used Dez's strength in this game. Appreciate the shout out and thank you. Yes, he's absolutely right. Hit the like buttons for me. Facebook and Uncle Steve's Lounge. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button for me. Shaka Zulu says, Uncle felt really good to see Ridder put this game together today, especially with the disrespect he received this week from the Texans players and their coaches. I saw that too. The little, was that Jimmy Ward? I forgot what his name. Well, he got receivers if he used them. Well, Jimmy, they used them today. And I'm sure you saw a lot of that to the tune of 28 for 37, 329 yards. So how about that, Jimmy? I think that was a big one, Jimmy. Absolutely correct. And I haven't heard anyone allude to this, but folks, to know, and if y'all heard me from the beginning, for the first time this year, when he threw the touchdown and there was a minute 40-something left, I had confidence that Desmond would drive us down the field, and I even have confidence if we needed a touchdown, he would have got it for us. Did y'all see how methodically he moved us down? Nice passes. Right where the receivers can get them, nobody else. On the sideline and get out of bounds, save timeouts. Just a masterful 2-minute drill from Desmond Ridder and the rest of the team. Slim Goo, what's going on? Says we need probably to do this on the road. We can be something serious. I think we can, man. And you're right. We got to do it on the road. Travis, that's my buddy, said, happy for the win. All we can ask for is consistencies. And I know some of y'all going to say, yeah, me and Travis, I know Travis banged that drum just like I do for just better. Not harping on, just better play. And today, let's start. Ball start in the house. What's going on, my brother? Lisa Shepard here say after those 2 terrible road losses. It feels so good. I added so in. It feels so good. Yeah. To lead the Benz with a smile. Absolutely. If you're on Facebook, I put a nice little picture. I might put it on YouTube. It was a little kid. I'd say a little kid. He wasn't a little kid. He was a teenager. He looked young. He talked so much junk. He's like one row behind me. And every time Atlanta got the ball and, they weren't doing anything, he was like, yeah, because their defense is going to do good. Yeah, and we're going to do this. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then the last drive when C.J. Stroud hit Dalton Schultz. Yeah, touchdown. Y'all quiet now, aren't you? Y'all quiet now. So anybody that sees that video on Facebook and say, Uncle Steve, why are you picking on the little kids? I ain't picking on the little kids. You deserve it. But it did feel a little good, I must admit. Johnny R., what's up, man? Hi, good team win and now some consistency. Kyle Pitts' birthday. Well, yeah, happy birthday, Kyle. He got it. Absolutely. Lisa said, today we saw what we could be offensively. We still had too many stalled drives. The offense didn't really get clicking until the second half. Very astute analysis, Lisa. You're absolutely right. Way too many times in the first half. I mean, we did not score the second quarter and third quarter. And keep in mind, every single time we did not score in the second quarter and third quarter, the defense either held them to turn the ball over or held them to a field goal. Every single time. We can't waste that kind of defensive effort. You got to help them out. Great that this ended up like it did, but you got to help them out. There's my brother Smitty Sports Machine in the house. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He had a video he did with my brother Tidy from Atlanta Bird Game not too long ago. I know y'all know about Smitty Sports Machine. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like the video. Lisa Shepard says that London pass had me like, yeah. This is anyone's divisions except the Panthers. Yeah, it is wide open. You saw what New England had to deal with today with the Saints. Saints went up there and put a goose egg on the board. And I don't even think that's saying much about the Saints than it is about New England. I think New England's garbage this year. False Start says, taking your lumps is always good for a quarterback. Coming out of it should be commended. Consistency is key. Absolutely. That's why you see, I don't know if you can see there are flowers in the background that has Desmond's name on it. You just can't see them through the screen. I'm giving Desmond all his flowers today, but you get nothing, as we used to say back in the day, you get nothing when you do nothing. So those expecting those same flowers in week 3 and week 4, you're not going to get them. You get them when you deserve them, not just because you're the quarterback. Y'all need to get behind him. Of course we're behind him. Way behind him when he's doing well. I'm not going to sit here and try to act like we didn't know he had shortcomings. But today, let's talk about today. Today, he's great. So don't get me on that. Today, he's great. Armani, what's going on, nephew? Say, Unc, I want to be happy, but I'm holding off until he proves more. I want to see more and consistency. Wow, that word is coming up a lot. It's kind of a word that your Unc was bringing up to y'all last week. I'm not saying gotta be consistent. I love this win. But I still think if you had even some semblance of this offense last week in London, we get a win. Some semblance of this offense at Detroit, you win. So I just want more. I'm greedy. Norman says, great game, but I'm still waiting to see more sacks. The sack thing is a big deal. The sack thing is a big deal. We can't play the Mike Smith game with pressures. We didn't even pressure that dude today. He had a nice, and I'll tell you what, for as nice of a pocket as he had today, Stroud had a bad game. 20 for 35, 249 yards. He missed a lot of passes. He missed a few passes. Thank goodness he did. But I do think he's going to be one of those guys, though. He's really going to be one. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Norman. We gotta rush the quarterback. Jimmy Wayne says this game did show me a few things. Ridder has the ability to lead a passing attack. That last drive, he was calling the shots. If you notice closely, yeah, absolutely. Smithy says Desmond and Arthur took a lot of pressure off themselves today. Yes, for 1 week, the hot seat got cold. Francis Hunt, Washington, how you doing today? Say, hey, Uncle Steve and the Falcons family. Last week, I didn't trust him throwing the ball, but he did good today and can't fall back. Got to keep going forward. Love the optimism. Absolutely. Got to keep moving, man. Got to keep moving. Jay Figgy's in the house. What's going on? Say, hey, got to be in Atlanta this weekend. Got to be in Atlanta this weekend. Felt good to see Ridder improve. He still isn't there yet, but we're seeing improvements. I hope they keep this mentality for the foreseeable future. I share your thoughts, Jay Figgy. Absolutely. Hopefully. You got it. Demetrius Jeffries in the house. What's going on? What's going on? Johnny R says, win the division first, then the playoffs. Washington Commanders, next opponent. I hear you. I hear you. Carlos Wiggins says the way they're meshing together is going to pay dividends. Their morale is going to catapult them far. I hope so. Matt Town Dirty said, any word on Campbell? On the big board, it was actually when the Falcons were making that last drive, he had been cleared. He had a head injury, but on the big board, they say he was cleared. So he could have come back out, but obviously we didn't need him to come back out because they had that last drive. But that's what it said on the big board. It's funny you say that. I was kind of looking for something as well. But yeah, they said he was cleared. Mike, another one, says we need a pass rush. Stroud was reading a novel back there. Facebook user said, what's up, Uncle Steve? We need to continue to open up the playbook more. Big time. Coach says, did you see them? Did you see on the return how timid CP looked and ran? Maybe not fully healthy. It's so funny you say that. I was with my my buddy today who came to the game with me, and the first thing he said, man, said CP doesn't look like he had that bounce, that stretch. So you're not the only one that saw that. Absolutely. You need it. Yeah. Chuck, what's going on, brother? Say, what's up, Steve? Apparently someone lit a fire under the Falcons and Dogs OC. Yeah, that is interesting. Carson Beck came through this week, too. Who would have thought Ridder and Beck would both be top 5 or top 10 this weekend? Absolutely. Because Beck showed out yesterday, too. Drew says, where are the Ridder haters? It took Matt Ryan 21 games to get 329 yards. Yeah, I don't want Drew. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not doing that. There are no Drew. I still don't think they're Ridder haters. I think they are Ridder want him to be betterers. I don't think they're Ridder haters. They are Ridder. I want him betterers. How about that? Drew said Campbell should be back. Heard that they could. Yeah. They literally put on the big board, and I just so happened to check it out during like the break, but the Falcons were on the game-winning drive, so obviously we didn't. Demetrius said, I know all of the Texan fans are sick again. They weren't as boisterous as Packer fans, Carolina fans that we had in the Dome the last 2 times, but yeah, they were there when they scored. They made a little noise, but it was nowhere near what they did before. Bird Gang Sports ATL, what's going on? Says, what do we need to do, Uncle Steve, about winning on the road? We got to have the next road game, which is the division game against the Ups. Yeah, I don't know. I think you still just go. You go with the game plan. At this point, you just got to break through. Got to break through and get that road win. And especially for Dez. He's got to do that. Dre says Matt Ryan came in as an NFL quarterback. Don't compare the two because there definitely is none. Yeah, you're right. I know you were talking to the other guy out there. Drew says we only lost on the road to Jags and Lions, both possibly Super Bowl contenders. I would not be too worried about the loss. Ooh. I don't know about that. I like the Jags. I don't think they're a Super Bowl contender this year. I don't think they are. I think they're in the AFC is, yeah, I still Kansas City, Buffalo, Miami, Baltimore. They might be in the mix, but I just don't see them beating any of those teams. I know they almost beat Kansas City last year, but Chuck says, "Why do you have to imitate the guy's abs?" Sound like I used to like this Bill. Hey, for you young ones, go look it up. Saturday Night Live. King Richie in the house. What's up? Steve Arthur Smith was in his bag today. He should be. I think the other Arthur might have been in his house. Drew says the O line that needs consistency. This is true. O line played a good game today. They kept him fresh. Did not get sacked one time today. Kudos, offensive line. Kudos. The one thing that bothered me was some of the turnovers, though. The Jonnu turnover could have been avoided. Bijan, sometimes, I've seen Bijan throw that ball out there a little loosely before. And I wish he would kind of hold that in. So, yeah, I hear you. Dre says it's not the losses, it's how we looked in those losses. Losing is a part of the game. Not showing up and not competing is something we absolutely won't tolerate. And I'm not trying to go to the what ifs in this thing, but even if we lost this game, we look better today. We look like an NFL team, that gave effort today. We did not look like a team giving a good effort the last 2 weeks. So he's absolutely right. Losing, we're going to lose. There was no one thought that we were going to go through the season 16-1, 15-2, any of that. But it's the way sometimes you lose. We look horrible, especially offensively, against Detroit and Jacksonville. So today it was very cool to see the offense get back on track. Demetrius says now if Ridder continues to play at the level he did today, then I'll look at him as the real deal. Got to show me a little more. WCG, what's up, man? Said if Ridder has another game like that, back-to-back, and get in the red zone more often, I'm going to have to admit I was wrong about Ridder. Well, you were wrong in the moment, but it's fair criticism, bruh. It's fair criticism when it's going on. Once he improved and get the consistency together and gets to that level on a week-to-week basis, yeah, then we'll start talking about apologies. But I'm not going to throw it all away on 1 week. I was ready to think he had broke through after the Green Bay game. And look what happened. So this is not saying, I'm not giving him his love. This is saying we needed more consistency. And maybe like a lot of you are saying, maybe on the road. Drew said, and let's play like the other game. Let's play the almost game like we do Ridder. CJ almost had 3 picks. CJ, man. Bates almost had one. Who else? Somebody else. Is that Hughes? Somebody else almost had one, too. Slim Dollar said, this feels like the Chris Redman thing where he had one good game and we swore he was it. But same as people are waiting to bench him, should be the same. We have to wait to crown him as well. Said perfect. French Shizzle, 86. What's going on, Uncle Steve? We look good today. Some of best game of Ridder's career, 329 yards, ran one through one. Yes. Patterson and Pitts, not all the way healthy. I don't know, though. Pitts was catching some good stuff today. Pitts ain't lost his hands. That's good. Damian Taylor says Ridder played great today, but has he set a new expectation in what he can do? Damian, fair point. I still think I have to see it a little bit more. Absolutely. France Shizzle says London went crazy today. Yep, and Pitt. Tajik, what's going on, man? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on, brother? Say, what's up, Unc? Has your opinion changed to Ritter? Wait a minute. Has your opinion of Ritter changed, or do you need to see more? Need to see more, man. Need to see, one week does not make a season. 1 week in, if I'm honest, 1 week and 1 quarter against Green Bay does not make a difference. I need more. I need more. And as fans, y'all should want more. Y'all should. We can't take off the training wheels and let's see how well he can roll without training wheels for a while. 1 week he does great. Let's see if he can keep going. Nephew say, you wrong for messing with that little kid. Man, I ain't messing. Look, again, I wish I could. What I should have done is taken interviews of everybody around us because he was getting on everybody's nerves. But you know, you're an adult. You saw his daddy. Daddy looked like he was our age. So, but he was playing. It's funny because his dad was acting like, you know, looking at him like, all right, now you talking all this junk. He didn't say nothing. Oh man, Hell Rail, what's going on now? Hopefully this isn't that Mario the Player of the Week game from last year. I know the game you're talking about. That was actually the San Francisco game. Well, the difference is in that particular game, that was the one where I think he missed like 2 passes, but he still didn't throw. He only threw for like 130 yards or something like that. So I hear what you're saying. You're absolutely right. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, that was a little bit better than that. Isla Mike said the NFL has been crazy this year. It has. Lisa says, I was reading on Twitter X that the TV broadcast glitched during because it did. Look, check it out. I literally just watched it on, I just looked at the replay when I got home, Lisa. And soon as Koo kicked it, it went to black. And then it came back up. Yes, they are right. Because it's funny, because when I did it, I hadn't even had a chance to ask my wife. She was here watching the game. So, yeah, somebody was playing. The Gremlins were definitely in the TV. Brad Chisel says, Nate Landman looked good. He flies around. He's a better Troy, just faster. Okay. Troy's going to be all right, though. I think y'all going to like Troy when he comes back. Larry says Desmond Ridder's success or failures are on Arthur Smith's coaching. He finally had the best game plan as our coach, and it resulted in Ridder best game as a pro. I'm going to go half and half on that, Larry, because I'm not here to say that what you're saying isn't true. Arthur Smith did have a good game plan. He obviously wanted to spread the ball around and do some other things. We got a lot better offensive line play today as well. That probably made Desmond a little more comfortable back there. And Desmond was on target for most of the time today. So I'm not going to put all of it on Arthur Smith. Does he take some blame? Absolutely. But no, Desmond played a better fundamental game today. He did. He looked better. He looked relaxed. He looked comfortable. That's why I said when they scored the touchdown and we had a minute 40-something left, I felt good because I said, Des has looked comfortable all game. So I kind of half and half on that. But I hear where you're coming from. 330, what's up? What's up, brother? Said turnovers kept the game close. Yes, I hope we build from this. We gave away 3 points, probably 7, probably 13 points today. Francisco says, yeah, Bates almost had that pick on CJ. WCG says the only reason why I think a light might have went on for Ridder, because this is the first time ever in the NFL I saw him have poise in the pocket and look like an NFL quarterback. And yeah, he did. Now, again, you had better offensive line play as well. So, of course, you're going to look better. And I'll say this. That first drive, they were booing. I wasn't booing. There were folks booing on that first drive when they came out the field. You know, they wanted the ball first. I'm sure they wanted to jump start stuff, and it didn't get started. There was some boos. So then, of course, we came back next drive to score a touchdown. But yeah. Francisco says if we can get sacks and win on the road, we are a dangerous team, championship team. Chuck says in retrospect, Detroit and Jacksonville are better than I initially thought. Yeah, Jacksonville. I did not think they were going to beat Buffalo today. Good win for them. Facebook user says I need more than one day. Yeah. Yeah. Chris, what's going on, man? Say all I care about is wins. That's the name of the game. That's what you're there to do. You're there to win. Chuck reminds everybody, and he's absolutely right. Don't forget to like the videos, y'all, on Facebook, also on YouTube, especially on YouTube. Make sure y'all put the likes out there. Get this video out there, get it rolling. Nephew says, if that was my child, we would have had some words. Okay. No, it was, and when I say he was talking junk, it was like, you know how I'm saying, like it's good banter, but at the same time, you're like, okay, kid, rooting for the away team. You can shut up now. Your dad knew well enough to stay with you. Because if you would have left to go to the bathroom, they might not have been able to. Tadra said, been working like hell, but I check in when I can, always support. I appreciate you, Tadra. I do, man. I really do. You know that. WCG says, if Ridder can't have good back-to-back games, I think he is what I feared as a backup quarterback. Backup quarterbacks can look like Pro Bowlers every once in a while and then bad. The starting quarterbacks are consistent. That's a true statement. So let's hope that he can put 2, 3, 4 of these together, even if you lose. Let me make that clear. Even if you lose as a quarterback to keep your team in the game. Yeah, I would not have come away from this game being like the weeks before when there was question marks about how my man looked. Jaqual says, I hope Ridder keeps proving us wrong, made some crazy throws that only a confident quarterback would make. The offensive and defensive game plan was definitely better today. Amazing we gave up one touchdown. And again, I was telling everybody that was around me when we were talking, I really didn't expect us to stop him on that last drive. Defense really, and I'm trying to see that they have time of possession. Even though it should have been pretty even. Let's see if they show it down here. For some reason, it's not pulling down. But let's see, team stats. Let's go here. Team stats, time of possession. Yeah, we had it 35 minutes. They had it 24. So we still on the time of possession. But we had the ball way too much not to score. We should have scored a lot more than we did. What's going on, Jabrat? What's going on, Art? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Yes, sir. Millie Mills, what's going on, sir? Good to see you. Ark said, yeah, I heard some people booing after the first drive. Yeah, I heard it too. They were booing. That wasn't any mystery. That was booing. Brand Chisel says, I like that right tackle Storm Norton. He played okay in Caleb's place. Do we need Caleb in there? Man, that's looking like some lost money, right? That's looking like a lot of lost money. But stay positive. Norman says, I would have to say Ridder passed the eye test today. Now let's see if he can play that each week. Absolutely fair, Norman. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Travis said I was talking ish about Ridder. Now, if talking ish about Ridder makes him play better, then I'm bashing him all week. I know that's right. Rodney Rainey, let me tell y'all something. My brother Rodney ran into me in public. I was buying some burgers. I grilled some yesterday, and good to speak with you, Rodney. Good brother, man. We Falcons, and he's told me he did. He said we got to give him time. We got to give rid of time. And I said, well, he looked kind of bad, Rodney. I don't know. He looked kind of suspect. And he told me, Rodney said, we got to give him time. Rodney, you're right today. But I also say, again, I put an asterisk by it. I have to see it more. Got to see it more consistent. Got to see that more week to week. But today, all the flowers in the world for Brother Desmond. And again, good seeing you, brother. Good running into you. Kyria Clouds here says it looks like Ridder and Hollins made it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that pass. I was like, oh, yeah, he good. Millie says, man, let's talk about that Bijan one hand off the back TD catch. You know, Millie, and somebody said it probably before you came in here. Yeah. Bijan is going to be that cat, y'all. And as soon as we get all the rest of this stuff rolling like we should, offensive line consistent, Desmond able to hit them receivers like he was today, y'all might see some ugly stuff from Bijan here. And when I say ugly, I ain't talking about ugly, like bad looking. I'm talking about broken ankles in the NFL looking. But that catch behind the back, man, I'm like, dude, what you doing? How do you do that? He also had one earlier today when he Dez threw the ball out there and he caught it with one hand and brought it in. This is a special dude, man. And I can't even say that I'll go back to the draft because I was a let's get Jalen Hurts. I'm not sorry, Jalen Carter person. But I like the results we got. Skate Man in the house, what's going on? Say, like Coach Prime would say, let's go. Absolutely. Let's do it. Brent Chisel said that was some Allen Iverson behind the back move. Bijan put on spoon. Did that and still had to do with all the fake dude out. Facebook user says consistency comes with games. Remember, he has only played a total of 9 combined regular season games. He has yet to play a full season. Dwayne, what's going on? But here's the problem, Dwayne, and I appreciate your comment. Here's the problem. We can't have it both ways. The Desmond run through the wall crew told me all off season how important those 4 games last year were to his development and how those 4 games make him more than a rookie. He's ready to come into the game. We can't play that game, though. That's the only thing I say, Dwayne, respectfully. You can't play this all season all of a sudden is, well, he's got those 4 games. That's enough experience. So much experience that you only put him in 8 plays in preseason. And then when he gets out there, he looks kind of green the first couple of games. Now, let's hope October 8th, that he's turned the corner. But that's still, we can't have it both ways. He's not a rookie. No, he's not a rookie. I don't care how many people start talking about he's only played. Is Jordan Love a rookie? No. This is his first real action out there, but he started a couple of games last year. No, he's not a rookie. So we got to stop that narrative. If you're a starting quarterback in the NFL, your expectations is to give at least average to above average play. That's the expectation. We can't keep excusing that. WCG says offensive line problem is getting to know each other and gelling. They need to be able to count on each other blindfolded. Should have played in preseason together. Yeah, that's true. Stacy, what's going on? Say, hey, Steve, I thought the whole team played well today. Yes, they did, Stacy. They played. It was a team win today. Absolutely. Absolutely it was. Juan Solo, what's going on, Juan? Juan says he was okay today, but I need to see him win a game on the road. Even Joey Harrington had a good game. Oh, man. Juan says can't win all your home games and lose all your road games. Juan, number facts. You can't take this one game and all of a sudden say, whoo, it's over. Ritter's here. Because we did that 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago with the Green Bay game. 3 weeks ago, he led us to the last second win, and we were all like, all right, this is the Desmond Ridder we're going to get from now on. And then we got two of the worst Desmond Ridder games we ever had. You got to be honest about it. So today, like Juan said, he was good today. Absolutely it was. We can't deny that he wasn't good. 28 for 37, 329, no interceptions. That's good. Can he do it back to back? And, as Juan said, can he do it on the road? The more we keep giving the narrative that this is, look, we got to want better. We got to. We got good today. Can we get good today, next week, next week, next week? How about let me do this? Give me 4 good, 1, 4 good, 1. Give me something like that. Then on a consistent standpoint, then I'll be ready to give flowers and whatever else folks who are running through the wall for him. You know, I'll be willing to give that. But right now, today, absolutely get his flowers. Now, show it to me next week. And then, more importantly, show it to me in Tampa Bay. Andrew says, look like someone should have been playing in the preseason. Is he wrong? I don't think so. I don't think so. Winston, what's going on, brother? Good to see you in the house. Demetrius says, now Ridder won't have to worry about Hollins jumping up. At least not this week. Not this week. He said, call him Bijan Iverson. Yeah, dude. He's a special dude, man. RJ Falcon says, good night. No one talking about that big tackle Ridder had after Smith fumbled. That actually did save a touchdown. He's right. He's right. That was a big tackle. Ron says, then again, Ridder may be great if he has the time and play the O-line presented today. Now, I would say this. You know, I watched a lot of that Jacksonville. Well, I was there, so. Did they put pressure on him? Yes. There were a lot of sacks that I think Ridder kind of coached himself into. And when I say coached himself into, look, that clock should go off after 3. You can't sit there and act like you're going to get a 5-second cushion every time. I did notice he was more decisive today. He let the ball go today a little bit better. So maybe that's it too. The O-line did play better. But sometimes I just think the quarterback, I don't know. I think the quarterback just sometimes has to do some things on his own. Sometimes. Even if the offensive line breaks down. Sometimes I need to see what you can do. Billy Mills says, can someone tell me why Pitts never shows emotion? Is that a good thing or bad? Because I know he was happy and feeling it today. He was like that first year when he got 1,000 yards with Matt, though. He wasn't very emotional. WCG said, if you would have told me Vic wasn't going to be the best number 7 in Falcons history, I would have thought you were on something. But Bijan might be the best number 7. Let's see. Let's see. Juan Solo says the Ridder jock sniffing is delusional. I never heard of a red shirt rookie in the NFL. Bruh, I think we're agreeing on this. Yeah, it's amazing. You know, Juan, you're gonna have different folks with different opinions. You know that. I know that. And sometimes, yeah, this Ritter thing is taking a life of itself. I'll say this one. I root for whoever wears the brand. I've made that clear. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to take off my glasses and not really see what I see in front of me. And right now, we saw an average quarterback play the best game of his very, 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 very short career today. And when he plays like jump, I'm going to tell you he played like jump. When he plays great, I'm going to tell you he plays great. Today, he played great. Let's do it again. And again, and again, before we start putting any accolades or putting any superlatives on him. Juan also says the O-line isn't going to play good every game, and every game they're not going to be going up against a mediocre pass rush. That's when, Juan, that's when I say you got to, sometimes at the quarterback, you got to show me something else. You do. Miller Mill says, Bijan Iverson is here. Jaqual says, we put together some clean offensive games along with this defense. We may get somewhere. I agree with you. Brian Peoples is here. What's up, Brian? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us here in Uncle Steve's Lounge. Again, as y'all coming in, make sure y'all hit those like buttons on Facebook and on YouTube. I appreciate it. Helps get this stuff out there so other people can see what we're doing here on the channel. Always appreciate everyone coming by. Just a quick reminder that tomorrow we'll have the Monday Minutia, which is our little 24 hours after everything is settled down talk. We usually do that at 6 p.m. on Mondays. Please check out on YouTube and in Atlanta Bird Gang on Facebook. I appreciate it. Regina Johnson, my beautiful sister, is here, and who was at the game today and was on the halo, according to her. I didn't see it because I was on that side of the field that the sun was basically making me more tan than I am now. So I didn't get a chance to see her. She said I had to leave my seat in the third quarter so I could pace during the fourth. My free shirt was a prayer towel, sweat collector, and unofficial flag. Them Falcons, we are going in the right direction. They gave us some nice nice shirts, man. That nice little kind of like that cool dry material shirt. Now, the only problem I got with Falcons is I'm not trying to be funny. Everybody don't wear XL. I'm sorry. Man, you should look and see who got seats, especially season ticket holders. I ain't throwing an XL shirt in my what good an XL shirt gonna do for me? I love the Falcons, but come on now. Y'all got to give me better than that. Oh, man. Stacy says, I agree. Winston says, slide your camera down a little bit. Smash that like button. I think he must be saying because the words are getting in the way. Let me see if I can get this. There you go. How about that, Winston? There you go. Miller Mill says Ridder is just to me. Even a road win won't completely sell me. I'm looking for a pocket presence and anticipation growth before he changes my mind. That's fair. That's fair. Millie, we've been talking about this before. That's fair. One game does not erase two bad games. It doesn't. I am happy the Falcons won today. Matter of fact, I'm happy the Falcons won more than anything else, more than Ridder being good, more than the defense being great, more than the offensive line showing up, more than Bijan making amazing catches. My Atlanta Falcons won. That's the most important thing out of this whole scenario. But he's right. What's the word? Consistency. Gotta have it. Juan says that theory of Ridder winning at home will be tested next week with a solid pass rush from Washington. I'm gonna tell you what, Juan. I don't know if you got glimpses of that Chicago game. Even with Chicago dogging out Washington, boy, Sweat, Young, and big boy from what's the big boy we were trying to get all year? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Big boy they paid the money to. His name is losing me. I know y'all gonna tell me in a second. But oh my goodness. Yeah, you better get it right. Nando, what's going on? Said more win overall, but way more consistent on offense to equate to the defense. Yeah. Across his red shirt rookie. That is kind of true, though. Stacy says Ridder needs to get comfortable with getting out of the pocket and use his legs more to extend plays. He watched some Rodgers tapes and tried to shuffle pass a couple of times. I noticed when he got out of the pocket, those were a couple of nice little plays he made too. He did. He absolutely did. Juan said it was good to see all the tight ends be involved. I think Arthur has been trying to evolve the offense from a run-heavy to a balanced offensive game. Juan, we've been waiting for that, for him to get all these tight ends that we had, that we made a big deal that we had this year, Michael Pruitt, Jonnu Smith, Kyle Pitts. I mean, I don't even think Fitzgerald's hit the field yet, right? So, yeah, it's good to finally see them hit the field and finally do some things. I think, Juan, we have the opportunity to really be a solid team. Am I going to fool myself to say I don't know about Super Bowl and high expectations in 2023? Maybe not. But I think we have an opportunity to really be decent this year. And when I say decent, 10-7, high end 11-6, low end 9-8. I really think so. If we play like we do today and be consistent. So, yeah, you're right. Ricky said, you got XL. Yeah, we got XL. Matter of fact, I think it's upstairs. I just had, we got XL. I was so mad. Yeah. So y'all got large. Hey, you could probably fit yours more than I could fit mine. I say that. Would say, yeah, perfect. Yeah, comments will eat my face. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. NLMB X Gang says even Drake London went 1-for-1 pass. Absolutely. That was cool. I didn't realize Drake was a lefty. That was pretty good. Red in the house. Red said Falcons 3-2. Happy. Deron Payne. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Winston. I appreciate that. Deron Payne. Y'all knew who I was talking about. I should have said the guy we were trying to get this year. Yeah, that's a real life defensive line coming here. Now, other than the defensive line, they ain't hitting on that. But that being said, they got their work cut out for them next week. No doubt. Travis said, what Ridder fans miss when we criticize him is that we have a ready-made team and we can't wait for him to develop because that would be costing us games. And his fans said he was ready. Yeah, that's true. Gatsboy says, Rodgers, Love, Brady, Mahomes, Hurts, approved red shirt rookies who come to mind. Oh, man. Yeah. Got it right. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate you, brother. Red said, as long as we see consistency from Ridder, Falcons will be fine. Aim for 25 points each game, Des. And look, I love to hear from the Reds of the world, the Travis Prestons of the world, the Millies of the world. These are guys that I know are run-through-the-wall Falcon fans, but we're not going to sit here and sugarcoat bad play at the quarterback or any position. So I appreciate it. And Juan, who came into this thing today. I appreciate you and your honesty today. It's not that, and people get it so twisted. We want wins, folks. We want this team to be the best. We want this team to be the best. But if you had a company, or if you had an entity or something that you're trying to make great, are you going to settle for somebody being subpar? Are you going to settle for somebody and just say, you know, 2 out of 3 weeks they didn't do the job and that hurt your productivity? No, you're not going to do that. So as fans, yeah, we have these platforms sometimes where we say, you know what, y'all, we can do that. And we want to do that. This is not hate towards somebody. If you want us to stop hating on somebody, play better. You play better, then we don't have that conversation. Be better, we don't worry about that. So, Alan Mike said Ridder isn't a pocket passer. He needs to get outside to see his receivers, and it showed today. Yeah, when he did that today, even though he did have some, I must admit, Mike, he did have a couple of good pocket throws today, but you're absolutely right. Every time he went outside that pocket, it seemed like he had a nice little play to get 6 or 7 yards. So you don't deal with 3rd and 12 and 3rd and 13 all the time. Juan says, I agree. A postseason appearance and hopefully a win will galvanize the fan base for the future. It will, Juan. It will. No doubt it will. Watch and see. Brother Eddie, man, what's going on, Eddie? Oh, I know you have. Said this defense is one of the best I've seen that hold serve without being sack dominant. And that's crazy, Eddie, because we were talking about that. But at some point, Eddie, as good and give this secondary a lot of credit. I know we had a couple of little mishaps where they were getting some early zone passes in there. But Eddie, at some point, though, we still do need to get that pass rush in there. Got to affect the quarterback. Got to put him on the ground a couple of times. I don't know if they put my man on the ground at all. I don't know if they did. My man John Harris is in the house with a super chat. I appreciate you, my friend. He says, I get the impression that the fans were loaded for bear and ready to let them have it if they showed up like they did last week. They got 1 week pass. They got a 1 week pass. Oh, Lord. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Hucklebuck says, can someone say play calling? Today was more imaginative. Very. Whole different animal today. Whole different animal. Nano says, Bama built. Yeah, Payne and Allen. Yeah. Yeah, we got our hands full. Tight ends will be playing next week. Millie Mills said, wait till CP fully healthy, though. Oh, my God, scary. Yeah, I hope he's getting healthy because, again, somebody said it earlier in the chat. He didn't look he didn't look like he had that pop today when he was running that kickoff. He usually got a little bit more spring in his step. Larry says, anyone notice the pass blocking got better when McGarry got hurt? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Larry. Said not hoping he isn't okay, but for the next man up, had our O-line okay and better in pass protection. Keep building off that versus I'm sure you mean the Commanders coming in. Yeah, Red said, I thought CP was healthy. I think we did too. I think we did too. Red said, I think the O-line looked better because Ridder played better. Yeah, that's fair. Chris Rogers, what's up, man? Say, Coach, it seems like when we throw the ball on first down, it's a quick 3 and out. I wish we could get stats on that now. That's actually very astute. Yeah, we need to get the stats and see how that works out. WCG said Jimmy Ward might have pushed Ridder to have the game he did with what he said. I hope that wasn't it though. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Jimmy Ward earlier this week, he was speaking on the uh, wide receivers and saying they got good wide receivers if they use them. So kind of a little shot to what they were doing. Red says, I think we're capable of 20, 35 points with the pieces we have. Absolutely. We were capable of 30 points today. We could have got things together. Kevin O'Connor, what's going on, Kelvin? Kelvin says distribution was the key. Even Pruitt got a reception and never run that particular double reverse ever again. That did look kind of odd. If I'm not mistaken, Kelvin, I think 11 different folks caught the ball today. I think I counted up a little bit early. So yeah, that was really good. Stacy says, I'm a long time season ticket holder and fan since 1980. If we don't have some success, I'm going to start claiming the team on my taxes so I can get some investment money back from mental trauma, gas, and parking, just to name a few. Shoot, you need to add some more to that. Concessions. Hey, well, let me know if that goes through. Stacy, could you please add me to that list that could get some write-offs for that? Eddie said his defense has been locked down since Nate Landman took over at middle linebacker. I don't think it's a coincidence, Eddie. The defense has been good, but Nate has played ball. And if you Nate also did a good job in coverage. Did you see he was covering I think that was Schultz on the side on one of their third down attempts too? We haven't seen a lot of linebackers be good in coverage in a minute on this team. He did pretty well. Billy says, even little Scotty saw that. That's right. Scotty Miller got out there. Everybody been claiming and clamoring for Scotty. Scotty got out there. Winston says, it's about time we saw ball distribution like today. Huge step in Ridder's growth because he was looking like a one and done. Stacy said, "Real dude." No, that's right. Thank you, Stacy. Dexter says, that was a good game by Ridder. Could have had more passing yards and points if not from the drops. Yeah, they had a couple of drops. We do need a pass rusher. Let's go out and get Daniel Hunter from the Vikings. And you know, we still, Dexter, hadn't figured out what the Falcons are going to do with that extra money. There had to be a reason they did that when they did it. I know they can add it towards next year, but I don't know. Maybe we need that dog off the corner, off the edge to make things hard. And I'll tell you what, Hunter would be a bad boy because did they lose to KC tonight? Because if they lost to KC, that puts them at 1-4, right? Did they lose? Yeah, they lost to KC, so they ain't going anywhere. Might as well get them. Bobby Carter said, what's up, Unc? Came in late, but great game. Rise up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I don't want, excuse me. I don't want anybody to mistake this. I am extremely happy that Atlanta Falcons won this game today. And I really feel like this could be a stepping stone to the next level as far as, you know, the Falcons getting back to being that perennial playoff team that we were in the early 2010s. We got to do it. So today was a good step. Ridder did great. Really want to see him do even more. So I'm going to take today as a great day, offensively, defensively, shoot, special teams, for all the whispers about Koo struggling. And Koo has done nothing but not miss a kick in the last 3 weeks. So I give full credit to this team for coming back on which was probably one of the ugliest losses we've had in a long time in London and putting that together. And yes, it was a struggle. Yes, it was last minute. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a W, 3-2, and we're moving on. Folks, I know I stayed on. I admit to stay on an hour, but I stayed on a little bit longer because the chat was so awesome. Appreciate everyone joining us today. Make sure you join us tomorrow on YouTube and Atlanta Bird Gang on Facebook for the Monday Minutia. We'll be here at 6 o'clock. We'll continue the conversation about today's game and take a peek into what we got coming up against the Washington Commanders as we go for a 4-2 record, something we haven't been in a long time. Until then, appreciate everyone. Y'all have a great night. Again, Atlanta Falcons win 21-19. This is your Uncle Steve. As y'all leaving, make sure y'all like the videos on YouTube, on Facebook. Make sure y'all share them with your friends. We will be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Check y'all out then. Have a blessed night, y'all. Be good.